welcome to my channel, and today it's Roxy Creations Challenge week, oh dear, I think we're week 18, aren't we? And it's making labels using your acrylics. Now I haven't got any kind of template like she used. I've got some, as I've got here, some stamps. Dear, I'm still not getting my words out, am I? I've got some digital paper and I've got some book paper that's got, actually I think I'll do it this side. I've got some plain pieces that I can stamp on. Now I'm sort of just like this. That's all I'm doing because I've got 3 different sizes here I'm going to use. So I'm just going to stamp them down on these different papers. Sorry, excuse me. I seem to have a frog in my throat. And then what I'm going to do is just... that's got a bit of a patina on it, hasn't it? Or patina, whatever they call it. I always get those words around the wrong way. Never quite say them right. Let's try. I've got one more here. Like that. And then I'm going to use my paints to... I think maybe I'll do one more of them. There. And there. Yeah, I'm going to use my paints now to paint around the edges. So say I'm using these stamps just as a guide. Because I do have a die label. But it isn't that brilliant. So I decided I'd give this a go, and I've got some gold shimmer here, shimmer paint, that I thought I would use. And I have all I've got is a number 4 brush, so I'm using this over there. And then she said, don't use too much water when you're using digitals. But the paint is very thick. So I'm thinking that I'll just try and... The only other brushes I've got are thinner are the ones I use for my watercolours. And I don't want to use them with acrylics. So I'm just going to paint around the edges with different colours. Okay, so I've painted around the edges. I've also used up my paint doing some paint swatches. That was a bit of a wobbly one there. And where I did the blue, when I've done it, I did practice this. It did come out blue, but it's gone green because it's mixed in with the Distress oxide. Didn't do that before, so that's interesting. So anyway, I've done them. I need to let them all dry. These are all dry now, and I've used a fine liner just to go the inside edge, just on some of them, like there. So I just go round. It's very haphazard, as you can see from the painting, but I don't think that really matters. like that. So I'm not doing it on all of them. And then I'm going to do some stamping. So what I've got is some of these little peg stamps, I think they're called. And I'm going to use some of these on oh dear, you know, I really can't get my words out lately. I think I'll do it on this one here. And I'm going to do it up like that. There. And then what I've got is some script that I'm also going to do. And I don't care about going outside because I'm going to be cutting it. So that doesn't really bother me. There. So that's one's going to be that length, that way. And then I've got some, well, I've also got my, I'll use some black, I think, black soot. I've got to work out that way. I've got my vintage stamps as well. So I thought I would use one of these in there, like that. And then what I've got is some, what's that say, and receipt. Now I've also got these VersaFine that I got from my friend in the UK that unfortunately, whoops, passed away, and she had a craft room full of stuff. So I was allowed to, well, not allowed, but her husband asked me to go through it all. And I haven't got any VersaFine, so I brought some of these back, which is really nice, as it's a bit of a tribute to her as well. This one, I'll put it in there. And this is vintage sepia, very similar but a bit lighter than the vintage photo, I think. That's that one. And then I've got this one, field notes. Now that way round, I think I'm going to use this. I'm going to put it in there. See, I like that. I do like that one. And then I've got another long number here. Wipe that off. And I think I'll put this in this gold one here. In there. Oh yeah. I am liking these. I wasn't at first, I will admit. And what have I got here? I've got a number. I'm going to do some of the vintage sepia, I think. Put that in there. Yeah, I've got another long one there, which I think I'm going to do a flower. Whoops. And put that there. And then I will do another bit of, these are quite good little, nice little ones. I think I'll do, I could do some of these little tiny flowers. Like that. And then I've got another little tiny flower here. Oh yeah. And I have this swirl. These I got years ago. Rubber stamp tapestry. Oh goodness, 2007. That's how long ago I got them. There. It's just sort of a botanical one, isn't it? Not sure when I'll use that. So yeah, I have them. And now what I think I'm going to do is some more numbers. I've got this one. I think I'll do this in black soot on here. That's quite a bold number. And what have I got here? Oh yes, filed. Sepia in there. Oh yeah, I like these. And one more for in there. Now, I've got this. And sepia again, I think. Didn't do many in black in the end. There. Yep. I'm liking all these. I definitely like this vintage sepia. I need to use these a bit more. Clean my stamps off. This is another day, obviously. And I've just been out the front trying to, I've got wrought iron gates to come the entrance. And I thought, oh, I'll get the wire brush, rub them down. I've got the paint, had it for months. And thought I would get all the loose bits off. And I've got the Hammerite to paint round it. And out there's these two gigantic bee things. I mean, they're not bees. I don't know what they are. They're like wasps. And they were horrible. And as you know, I'm not good with creatures. And so I came back in. But I think there must be a nest somewhere because I've noticed them the last couple of days and they're absolutely huge. When we moved here last summer, I didn't see them. So I think we might have to chop some trees down to get rid of a nest or something. They're hanging around the gates. So there must be something around there they're nesting in. So now you just cut all these out. Well, I do anyway. And as you can see, where you've gone over the edges, it straightens them up if you're cutting them out. So it's not, I mean, I don't mind uneven. I don't know what you call it, scrappy looking. Like this. So I've just got to cut this. So this is all them cut out. Mine are quite small. I haven't really got anything that would make bigger labels. These are all in that vintage paper. And these are from that digital paper that I've used. These are where I painted off the rest of the paint I had left. And then I've got this, so I'm going to make a quick journal card with this, and I'm going to back it onto some packaging paper. This kit is from, that was a page from the kit from Ida Jane Designs. Can't think of the actual name of the kit. Can't remember at all. I'm going to stick this onto here. This comes out quite quickly. As I say, I've got a few of these I need to start using up. I'll put that on there. Yeah. Right, while that's just drying off, this is just packaging from an online shop, craft shop over here. that's drying off. I've got this, which comes from the English Cottage Garden on Digital Collage Club. It was one of the pages, and I've just backed it in one of the other pages. And then I've also got these are ones that I've done before we did Roxy's challenge. I'd made these, and I thought maybe this one. No, I will, instead of cutting it, I will tear down, I think. Because the pale blue goes with it. Oops, it's torn a bit, but that doesn't matter. See, I've got that, or I've got this one. I actually quite like this. I think I'll do it that way round. Yeah, so there we go. I'm using up ones from last week as well. Didn't think I would be. I was sort of half thinking the darker one, but that looks all right. I'll edge it in some vintage photo. Just help it stand out a little bit. I'm using up things now. This is quite blue. I was thinking this one there, and then maybe a sort of a small collage underneath. A bit like that. Or I've got right, I also have others that I did practice on, and there's these that I made, but these are on some really vintage paper from the 1897, I think, and I used these pens, the Jane Davenport watercolour pens, and if I don't know if you can see with this red one, it kind of what's the word, you know, it sank into the paper. Oh, the paper didn't take the watercolour very well, put it like that, but I quite like it. If I go like that, or I use this green one, no, that's the same design as that, or I use this filed one. Oh goodness, decisions. Oh, there's this one. No, because I've already got black, haven't I? I'm actually thinking I like the brown filed one like that. Right, I think that's what I'm going for. I'll put this down first. Here. Put this underneath before I press it all down. There. And then this one over the top. As I say, mine aren't very, bring it in a bit, mine aren't very big stamps, labels. That's just a small collage on the bottom there. And this one I will just cut out from there. I do have some dies, but I don't know if I've actually got some rectangle ones or not. I would have to have a look, and I think just one on here. It's a bit big. Now I've got others here that I made. These are out of the other book pages, and these are from some digital paper. I don't know if you can see them. That's the digital paper. That's book page. Oh, no, hang on a minute. I quite like that. I like that. Oh, or just over there on its own. Just there on its own, I think. Yep. So it's worth doing ones up this way round as well. Oh yeah, I like that on there. These are what I made earlier. These are from different, from a modern book page, not really vintage. And these are from some digital paper. And then these are the ones with the watercolour pen that kind of ran into the paper there. And then these are the ones we've made today. That's the vintage book page, and this is digital paper. So I've made this and this and all these these with you today. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope that's been okay and you've learnt something from it. And I'll speak to you all again soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.